The player with the white pieces always moves first and makes one move, and then black makes one move. Each player will make alternate moves like this until the game ends. Each of the 6 different pieces have a unique way of moving. Let's start with the piece which is the easiest to understand. The rook moves in a plus pattern just like this, which means it can move any number of squares either up, down, left or right as highlighted in this position. Rooks can capture the first enemy piece they move into. When you capture an enemy piece in chess, you simply go to the square it occupies and remove it from the board. The bishops can move diagonally any number of squares or in an X pattern just like this. From this position, it can go to any of the squares I have highlighted in red. Bishops can capture the first enemy piece they move into. The queen is considered the most powerful piece on board because it can move both like the rook and bishop, which means it can move any number of squares vertically, horizontally or diagonally. From this position, the queen can go to any of the squares highlighted in red. The queen can capture the first enemy piece it moves into. Let's talk about the knights now. The knight moves in the shape of an L, moving 2 squares in one direction except diagonal and then 1 square just like that. The knight from this position can move to any of the squares highlighted in red. The knight is the only piece that can jump over other pieces, meaning if there were any pieces here right next to the knight, he can simply jump over those pieces and move. If there is any opponent piece on these highlighted squares, he can capture them. Let's talk about the pawns. The pawn is actually the most complicated piece because it has many unique qualities. A pawn is the only piece that moves in one direction and captures in a completely different direction. Pawns move one step forward towards the opponent's side of the board. But if it is their first move, then they can move either 1 square forward like this or 2 squares forward like this. After its first move, the pawn can only move 1 square forward. So let's just say this pawn moves 2 squares and this pawn moves 1. Each of these highlighted pawns now could only move 1 square forward. Now if white moves his pawn 2 squares forward like this and black also goes 2 squares, you might be thinking that this white pawn can now capture this black pawn. But he cannot. Like I told you earlier, pawns move one way and capture in a different way. Remember, pawns can only capture pieces diagonally in front of them and they cannot capture pieces directly in front of them. In fact, this pawn simply cannot move or capture. He is stuck and has no legal moves. However, this pawn does. This pawn can move forward like this, or he can capture 1 square diagonally like this. Now you know that pawns only move forward and they never move backwards. But what's going to happen if this pawn gets all the way down to this back rank or row, or if any of these black pawns get down to this back rank? Well, what happens is something called pawn promotion. And what that means is that the pawn simply turns into a queen, rook, bishop or a knight. You can promote it to any of these 4 pieces. It's completely your choice. Now let's talk about the most important piece, and that is our king. The objective of chess is to checkmate the king. The king is priceless because if you lose the king, you simply lose the game. The king moves 1 square at a time in any direction. From this position, he can go to any of these squares highlighted in red. Whenever a move results in the opponent's king being threatened, then the attacking player must say check. So the term check simply refers to the king being attacked. For example, in this position, it's black to move. And if the rook goes to e8, then the white king is in check. He's being attacked and he needs to do something about it. When you're in check, there are 3 ways you can try to get out of it. You can try to move to a safe square, or block the check, or simply capture the checking piece. In this position, white can do all 3. He can move to a safe square. All of these squares I have highlighted are safe. The king can move to any of these. You can also block the check, and by block, I mean to place a piece in between the checking piece and the king. Here you can block the check with your bishop, just like this. Or you can capture the checking piece like this. So again, from this position, white can do all 3 of those. He can move to a safe square, block the check, or capture the checking piece. If you are in check and there is no way to protect the king, then the attacking player declares checkmate. The game is over and he wins. For example, in this position, if the black rook moves to h1, white is checkmate. He's in checkmate because he cannot move away to a safe square, he cannot block the check, and he cannot capture the checking piece as well. He cannot go to any of these 3 squares because the black king guards them. He cannot go to any of these 2 squares because the black rook guards them. The bishop is not in a position to capture the rook, and nor is the bishop in a position to block the check. For these reasons, the king is in checkmate and the game is over.